on what intervals is f decreasing? So all I have to do is look. This one's pretty easy. This one is increasing here, increasing on the first part of this parabola, and decreasing on the second. This one's also decreasing. So I'm looking for decreasing. I know it's decreasing here, and it's decreasing here. What's interesting though is I would want to say that it's decreasing starting at 1. So the interval would look like 1, comma, and then I might want to do 4. But then if I look up here, it's also decreasing from 4 to 8. So it's kind of funny, should I or should I not do 1 to 4 and also 4 to 8? Let's go ahead and say that we're going to keep these two separate, that it's decreasing on this part and it's also decreasing on this part. And we're going to keep them separate because I don't want to have any confusion that it is actually decreasing from this point to this point, because it actually has a jump or a discontinuity. So whether or not to include the endpoints here at 8 or at 1, don't include those. So when it's talking about decreasing or increasing, you generally want to keep those open with parentheses. So decreasing on both of these intervals. The other question, concave up. Where is this concave up? Concave up like a cup. Looking up here, I actually don't see anything that's concave up. This is definitely concave down. The parabola. So the question might be, are these linear functions, these linear pieces, are they concave up? And we're going to say no. Concavity deals with rate of change, and the answer is no. Well, the answer is nowhere. Last question, solve for f of x equal to 7. Do not use a calculator. That means we're going to have to use our formulas, set them equal to 7, and solve. If I look where 7 is, I see that it's going to equal 7 at a couple places, here and here. This one actually doesn't have a lot to do. We know that there's going to be a point here. This is the point that we used. So it's going to equal 7. F equals 7 at -3. And over here, this is also the other point we used for this, at 7. So f of x equals 7 when x equals -3 and also 7. Now, this notation x equals, when there are a few different answers, you separate them with a comma. So this is one of the answers. This is the other answer.